Former French president to serve 5-year jail term after being found guilty of criminal conspiracy, Sarkozy applauded as he heads to prison. Follow this channel, ECOchnneltv, for more updates on international news. Nicolas Sarkozy headed to jail on Tuesday to begin his 5-year sentence after being found guilty of seeking to acquire Libyan funding for his 2007 presidential run. He walked out of his home hand in hand with his wife, Carla Bruni, and left in a car escorted by police on motorbikes. Dozens of supporters stood outside the former French president's home, some holding up framed portraits of him, and applauded as he left. They also sang the French national anthem as neighbours watched from their balconies. Sarkozy, France's right-wing leader from 2007 to 2012, will become the first former head of an EU country to serve time behind bars. He will also be the first French leader to be incarcerated since Philippe Pétain, the Nazi collaborationist head of state, who was jailed after the Second World War. Sarkozy was handed a 5-year jail term in September for criminal conspiracy over a plan for Muammar Gaddafi, the late Libyan dictator, to fund his electoral campaign. Sarkozy told the press after his September 25 verdict, "If they absolutely want me to sleep in prison, I will sleep in prison, but with my head held high." He has told Le Figaro newspaper that he will be taking a biography of Jesus and a copy of The Count of Monte Cristo, a novel in which an innocent man is sentenced to jail but escapes to take revenge. Sarkozy will probably be held in a 9-square-meter, 95-square-foot cell in the prison's solitary confinement wing, prison staff told AFP. This would avoid contact with other prisoners or them taking pictures of him with one of the many mobile phones that are smuggled inside, according to staff. In solitary confinement, prisoners are allowed out of their cells for 1 walk a day, alone, in a small yard. Sarkozy will also be allowed visits thrice a week. It is unclear how long Sarkozy will remain in jail. Presiding Judge Nathalie Gavarino said during sentencing that the offenses were of exceptional gravity and therefore ordered Sarkozy to be jailed even if he filed an appeal. But Sarkozy's lawyers are expected to request his release as soon as he sets foot inside the jail, and the appeals court has 2 months to examine it. Sarkozy has faced a flurry of legal woes since losing re-election in 2012. He has been convicted in 2 separate trials. In one, he served a graft sentence with an electronic ankle tag, which was removed after several months in May. In the so-called Libyan case, prosecutors said his aides, acting in Sarkozy's name, struck a deal with Gaddafi in 2005 to fund his victorious presidential election bid 2 years later. Investigators believe that, in return, Gaddafi was promised help to restore his international image after Tripoli was blamed for the 1988 bombing of a passenger jet over Lockerbie, Scotland, and another over Niger in 1989, killing hundreds of passengers. But the court's ruling did not follow the prosecutor's conclusion that Sarkozy received or used the funds for his campaign. It acquitted him on charges of embezzling Libyan public funds, passive corruption, and illicit financing of an electoral campaign. Sarkozy was stripped of France's highest distinction, his Legion of Honor, following the graft conviction. 6 out of 10 people in France believe the prison sentence to be fair, according to a survey of more than 1,000 adults conducted by pollster Alab. But Sarkozy still enjoys support on the French right and has on occasion had private meetings with Emmanuel Macron, the French president. Mr. Macron welcomed Sarkozy to the Élysée Palace on Friday, a government source said, a decision that the French president defended on Monday. The French president said, "It was normal on a human level for me to receive one of my predecessors in this context. Some notorious inmates have,